All right, so let's talk about other nurses that administer the random DOT piss test for the real MVP. I just randomly got popped, so I decided to try a new clinic downtown. I walk in, boom, no wait, right in. Right off the bat, the nurse tells me, I got to keep the door open and I got to watch you. I was like, oh, that's different. So naturally, I had to pee like a toddler. I dropped trout onto my ankles and I had to pick up my shirt and I held it under my, to pee. And, if I got to be uncomfortable, you got to be uncomfortable as well. So I'm extremely pee shy and I'm dehydrated always. I have a sip of water like every other day. So I'm over there, trying to coax the turtle out of his shell for a solid 3 to 5 minutes. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, when you're back there getting, a whole shot of this ass for that amount of time, it sinks in. So finally I get it going. It was like Sunny D, but not even the normal Sunny D. It was like the pink grapefruit one. There was a slight red brownish tinge to it. And I mean, right up to the very minimum line, because I'm not going to drop over that, because this is a struggle. And she tells me, place it on the counter, uncapped. So now, like I said, there's no platforms, there's no table, no sink, nowhere to put the sample down when I'm done, to get my clothes on, so I got to shimmy over there. My pants are around my ankles. Here I am walking, pants, shirt still up under my chin, place it on the counter. So at this point, I'm still thinking it's going pretty good. I mean, I'm working with what I got. So I proceed to walk over. I, get my pants up, my belt, pull my shirt down. And then when I get within 5 feet of the counter is when it hit me, a force field. I mean, the sample had the viscosity of like 15W motor oil, and it smelled rancid. I mean, immediately my nostrils started stinging. I looked at the poor girl, the hair in the back of her neck standing up. Her eyes are watering. It's getting rough. But through this whole thing, so far, she's being very professional. She's getting through it. And then it comes to the time where she has to divvy up the big sample into the smaller little vials. And that poor girl, seeing as I didn't bless her with a drop more than the minimum line, had to hold it up to her nose to eyeball it. And that's when all hell broke loose. I mean, she started profusely sweating. I think she was shaking, mild tremors. It wasn't pretty. But once again, she held it all together. Very few words exchanged. She gave me the vials and the samples. I signed, initial, and dated it. We sealed it up in the envelope, and off to the lab it went. She thanked me. I thanked her. I said, I appreciate that. A great customer service. She even offered me a water for the ride home, but I declined it because I wasn't thirsty. Then when I got to my truck, I opened up Yelp, and I left that girl a 5-star rating with a lengthy review. She deserved it. Great job.